If you've ever wondered if there's something simple that you can do to fight the daily battle of lust, I've got an absolute game changer for you. Something that you can do all day, every day, right after this. What's up, guys? My name is Colin, and this is Guys with Grit, the channel dedicated to empowering men to live their lives with integrity. If you haven't checked out any of my previous videos on how to overcome lust, I actually have a 3-video playlist that I'm going to link in the description below. I would really recommend checking that out because I kind of take a deep dive into how to overcome lust. Today is more of just a high-level video, so if you haven't checked it out, I would really encourage you to do that. And if you have found my content helpful thus far, would you consider just clicking the thumbs up button below? I would really appreciate that. Also, if you haven't, consider subscribing too. The more subscribers that we have, the farther reaching these videos will be, and that is my goal behind this, is to just get God's message out there, get hope and encouragement out there, and show the guys out there that are struggling that there's plenty of hope and power in the name of Jesus, and we can overcome this together. So thanks for watching, and let's get right into it. Alright, so I'm sure you guys already know, lust is one of those things that if it's not dealt with properly and not dealt with right away, it can just creep up at any day, at any time, and completely overtake our mind and sometimes even overtake our actions. And I actually struggled with this for a lot of years. There were times that I actually even welcomed lustful thoughts just because of that brief, temporary high that they bring. But it's not worth it. It's never worth it. And so I wanted to just give you guys a really helpful piece of advice that you can do all day, every day, no matter where you're at in your journey of fighting lust. And that's what I love about this piece of advice. If this is just your first step in overcoming lust, or if you've already made great strides and maybe you've even already overcome it, but you just need kind of a tool to keep you on track. Keep you on track? What are words? To keep you on track every day, this piece of advice is just going to be a game changer for all of us. So, you ready? Here it is. Bounce your eyes. Now, if you've ever watched any of my previous videos, I actually had this as a piece of advice in my How to Overcome Lust series, but I just love this. I love that it's such a simple piece of advice. It's something that you and I can incorporate into our lives all day, every day. And this is something that I actually do. I'm very intentional about this because, like I said, lust can creep up at any time. And, you know, we can see an attractive woman anywhere. So you've always got to be on guard. You've got to be ready. And what I would encourage you to do is when you see an attractive woman, just look away. Just look away. So if you see someone, just go like this. And I don't want to be overly simplistic. I know it's tough. I know that this whole battle with lust and temptation is very, very difficult. I struggled for a lot of years with it. But this is, like I said, something that I do every day, all day. Bouncing my eyes, making sure that if I see an attractive woman, I look away. And when I do that, my thoughts don't linger where they shouldn't be lingering. Because I'm sure you know, sometimes if we see an attractive woman, then we start thinking, and then we start playing over scenarios in our head, and then that kind of stirs up the sexual desires that we have, which can ultimately lead to other things. Sometimes it might be just a brief moment. Sometimes it can lead to other more destructive behaviors. So I just wanted to get this out there in the open. Just bounce your eyes. A really good piece of advice that I heard was that lust actually starts with the eyes. And it's not a sin to see an attractive woman. Okay? I just want to make that very clear. I don't want you to feel like that if you see an attractive woman that you did something wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not a sin. But when we linger and when we start to play over scenarios in our heads, that's when it becomes a problem. I actually love what the book of Matthew says about this. If you look in Matthew 6:22 and 23, here's what that says. The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eyes are unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light within you is darkness, how great is that darkness? And guys, when we implement this behavior and when we're very intentional day in and day out of bouncing our eyes, it's ultimately going to lead to respecting women and seeing them as the children of God that they are. We're going to see women as people who need Jesus and grace and forgiveness just as much as we do. So I would really encourage you to try. Just try this. Starting today, bounce your eyes when you go out in public and just see the positive effects that it has on you. I am definitely not perfect, and this is why I have to incorporate this into my life, because I'm just as susceptible as anybody else. I'm very thankful and grateful that I've been able to overcome a lot of the battles of lust, but I still have to really remember to do this every day to make sure that I'm respecting myself, I'm honoring God, and I'm also honoring my wife every time that I do this. So thank you for watching today, guys. Again, if you would, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate that. And also check out the links in the description below of my 3-part series on how to overcome lust. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.